Welcome to the demo to the Gelato platform. Here we can go through the course of Accounting and Finance Fundamentals as Michael as a student. So just setting the context over here, Michael is a student who's done a few of the tasks related to the course and is jumping into chapter 7 today. And let's see how it goes. So we can go ahead and interact with the bot. The bot gives a refresher message to Michael telling them that their exam is on the 18th of July. Last time they worked on WAC in chapter 6. Before we dive into chapter 7, let's do a quick refresher. So how about we plug in the answer over here and see if we're right. All right, looks like we got it right, and it's time to jump into today's material. So jumping into this question over here, it feels like it's a pretty straightforward question. I think the answer is CAPM, so we can go ahead and submit that. Great, we got that right. Moving on to the next question. This seems like it's pretty easy to do. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Let's go to the toughest question over here. All right, this one's pretty tough. The APV method, a lot of moving parts here, market and risk, financing details. All right, so how about we interact with the bot over here, and let's go ahead and, okay, I think that it's related to de-gearing. Okay, I was right, but I'm pretty lazy, so how about I ask the bot to tell me what the answer is? So as you can see, our bot is guardrailed and is cheat proof. So even if I ask it for the answer multiple times, it does not give me the answer. It wants me to attempt it. Okay. Based on memory, this is what I remember. This is the formula. It seems like this is a little different. I'll be honest with the bot and tell it I don't know how to solve it. Okay, so as you can see, the bot has caught that we have a little bit of weakness in our fundamental concept related to chapter 6, which is WAC, and will suggest that we go back to that chapter and attempt a question over there. So coming here, we can instantly see that this was the right formula to use, and we can kind of go ahead and see what the other questions over here. Going into question 2, we seeing what's used over here. It looks like the DVM method is used in the question for today's practice. So how about we go ahead and try and solve this here? All right, so looks like we can go ahead and type out the formula. Okay, looks like they're saying I got the formula wrong, but I don't think I got it wrong. All right, so it feels like with the back and forth, the bot has also analyzed that we might have a little bit of an issue with our linear equations in real world application, which is something like the DVM formula. So it's suggesting that we go back to a concept which isn't in my textbook. So what is this concept about? Okay, interesting. The bot has access to all the mathematical knowledge in MathGPT to be able to answer any fundamental questions a student has, even though it might not be related to their course, but related to foundational mathematical knowledge. Going in over here, we can see that there's a question which has some known, some unknowns, and we have to find the answer. It feels like there's a lot of algebra involved over here. And so we're asking the bot if it can help us set up the equation so we can understand where our weaknesses were. We can confirm whether our formula is right. Okay, perfect. We also get clarity that our formula is completely right. And so we have the confidence to go ahead and solve the other problems that we have. And perfect. Looks like we've fulfilled our purpose of learning some algebra fundamentals over here. And we can go back to chapter 6 where we were. In fact, we were talking about the WAC formula, which is used in chapter 7. But just taking a glance over here, we noticed that there's this question about foxes, which is talking about the Modigliani's formula. However, I'm actually not sure what that is. So we can go ahead and tell the bot that so we can be completely honest with the bot and go and tell it that we don't even remember anything about this. And it can intelligently use the student's knowledge graph to take us back to another concept which it feels like we're weak on, which over here is chapter 5 in the dividend decision. So over here we can see that there's the M&M proposition, which seems like Modiglianian. So we can go ahead and even click on the video that we have over here. In fact, MathGPT is amazing at video content, which is being able to multimodal content, such as videos where it can understand the text and the audio and the video. So that means it can see the images and can understand what's going on. So how about over here, we can watch a little bit of the video.
Arnie and Miller's various theories on gearing has been covered in your previous studies. The second proposition formula put forward the idea.
So we can go ahead and say, so as you can see, the bot is extremely intelligent. It knows which color is the line which is constant, which are not, and can even teach us based on its understanding of the course, how this is related to each other. In fact, there's another use case, which is in the case you don't watch the entire video. Sometimes the video is extremely long. You can just ask the bot to take you to some part of the video. For example, over here, let's try this out. Okay, so we can see that it's skipped down to a different part of the video.
Be used to calculate the firm's cost of equity, KE. This method is usually used for unlisted firms who are using.
Okay, perfect. So we could see that we saw a little bit of the video. It jumped straight to 40 seconds where it started talking about the formula, and we can see the formula on our screen as well now. But I think we've kind of got what we wanted out of this. We got a little bit of a refresher into what this formula is, but we got a little sidetracked. So let's go back to chapter 7. Perfect. So we can go back to chapter 7 now and try out the difficult question that we were trying to do. And the APB method question, we can engage the bot again, and looks like we have to use all the skills that we've learned today, which is we need to make sure that our formulas are right. We need to make sure that we're using the correct algebraic expressions, and to use the knowns and the unknowns from the question. So the knowns are so we can go ahead and try and solve this. It looks like this would require a calculator, so I've actually gone ahead and solved it at the back end and figured it out that the answer is 7,705. So it's interesting. If we were to take this exact same question and we were to put this in the state-of-the-art chatbots, such as ChatGPT, which gives us this answer, Gemini, which gives us this answer, and Claude, which gives us this answer, these are all wrong. Question's actual answer is 7,705, and the reason MathGPT's Gelato is able to solve it is because we're extremely guardrailed and 100% accurate. We don't output wrong answers to the student because we believe that it's extremely important that the student trusts the bot and can learn from it without feeling like that it can make mistakes.